You have grabbed a roll of Teflon tape off the shelf, wrapped it around the threads, tightened the fitting, and then watched it drip anyway. Chances are, it was not the tape that failed. It was the wrong tape for the job. After over 25 years of fixing leaks that did not need to happen, I am walking you through all 10 things you need to know about white, yellow, and pink Teflon tape. Stick around for number 8, because most people have no idea when tape alone is not enough. And the bonus tip at the end is one that even some pros forget. The first thing you need to understand is what Teflon tape actually does, because if you do not get this part right, nothing else matters. Teflon tape, technically called PTFE, thread seal tape, is not glue. It does not bond anything together. What it does is fill in the tiny microscopic gaps between male and female pipe threads. See, tapered pipe threads like NPT threads are designed to wedge together and create a seal, but the machining is never perfect. There are always small voids in those threads, and that is where water or gas sneaks through. The tape acts as a lubricant and a filler at the same time. It lets you tighten the fitting more smoothly, which actually gives you a better mechanical connection, and it fills those micro gaps so nothing can seep out. Without it, you are relying entirely on metal-to-metal contact and on smaller residential fittings that is almost never enough. One important thing to know is that Teflon tape is only for tapered threads. If you are working with straight threads, like on a compression fitting or a supply line with a rubber washer, tape will not help you and can actually make things worse. The seal on those connections comes from the washer or the ferrule, not from the threads themselves. Understanding this basic principle saves you from chasing leaks that tape was never meant to fix. The second item on the list is white Teflon tape, and this is the one most people reach for without thinking twice. White tape is the standard general-purpose thread seal tape you find at every hardware store in the country. It is typically about 2 to 3 mils thick, which is pretty thin, and it is rated for basic water supply lines in residential plumbing. Think faucet supply connections, shower heads, garden hose bibs, irrigation risers, and general household water lines. It works great for those jobs and has for decades. The density is around 500 to 1,000 grams per square meter depending on the brand, and it handles water pressure in a normal home system just fine. Where people get into trouble is assuming white tape is universal. It is not rated for gas lines, period. And it is not thick enough for larger diameter pipe or high-pressure applications. If you are working on anything 3/4 inch or smaller with standard household water pressure, white tape is your go-to every time. Just make sure you are getting a decent brand. The really cheap rolls tear constantly and stretch unevenly, which completely defeats the purpose. Spend the extra $1 or $2 and get a quality roll that stays consistent as you wrap. Look for brand names you recognize and avoid the bargain bin mystery rolls. The third thing you need to know about is yellow Teflon tape, and this is where safety becomes absolutely critical. Yellow tape is specifically manufactured and rated for gas lines. That includes natural gas and propane. It is thicker than white tape, usually around 3 to 4 mils, and it is made with a higher density to handle the unique demands of gas distribution systems. Gas fittings require a more robust seal because even the tiniest leak is a serious hazard. You cannot smell a micro leak in most cases until the concentration builds up, and by then, you have got a real problem on your hands. Yellow tape is also designed to resist the chemicals found in gas lines, which white tape is simply not formulated to handle long-term. Building codes in most jurisdictions across the country require that gas line connections use either yellow PTFE tape or an approved pipe joint compound rated for gas. Using white tape on a gas line is not just a bad idea. It can be a code violation and a genuine safety risk. If a gas inspector sees white tape on your gas connections, Expect to redo every single joint before you pass inspection. Always look for the words gas rated or for gas lines printed right on the roll. Do not guess on this one. Your family's safety depends on it. If this is helping you out, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It helps get this video in front of more people who could use the info. All right, let's keep going. The fourth item to cover is pink Teflon tape, and this is the one that confuses the most people by far. Pink tape, sometimes called heavy-duty or industrial grade, is the thickest of the three at roughly 4 to 6 miles. It is designed for larger diameter water lines, high-pressure systems, and heavy-duty applications where standard white tape just is not going to cut it. You will often see it used on 3/4-inch and larger water supply lines, fire sprinkler connections, and commercial plumbing applications where the stakes are higher. The extra thickness means it fills thread gaps more aggressively, which is important when you are dealing with bigger threads that have larger voids between them. A lot of homeowners have never even seen pink tape because it is not always stocked on the same shelf as white and yellow. You usually have to look in the plumbing specialty aisle or make a trip to a plumbing supply house to find it. Some people mistakenly use pink tape on everything, thinking thicker is automatically better. But on small fittings, like a 3/8-inch supply line, the extra bulk can actually prevent the fitting from tightening properly, which causes leaks instead of preventing them. That is the irony. So the tape meant to give you a better seal ends up working against you. Match the tape to the fitting size and the application pressure, and pink tape will serve you well on the jobs it was built for. The fifth item on this list is understanding exactly why the wrong tape causes leaks, and this is really the core of the whole video. It comes down to 3 factors: thickness, chemical compatibility, and density. If you use white tape on a large fitting, the tape is too thin to fill the wider thread gaps, and you end up with voids that weep under pressure. If you use pink tape on a small fitting, the excessive thickness prevents full thread engagement, meaning the fitting cannot tighten far enough to create a solid mechanical seal. The threads are riding on top of all that tape instead of biting into each other. And if you use white tape on gas, the chemical resistance simply is not there, so the tape can degrade over time, shrink, and open up micro pathways for gas to escape. The leak might not show up on day 1. It might take weeks or months before the seal deteriorates enough to become noticeable. That is what makes it so dangerous. You think the job is done, but a slow failure is happening inside the fitting where you cannot see it. The right tape for the right job is not just about preference or convenience. It is about physics, chemistry, and keeping your home safe. Once you understand the why behind the color coding, you will never grab the wrong roll again. The sixth thing that makes a real difference is thread direction and wrapping technique. Even if you have the perfect tape for the job, wrapping it the wrong direction will guarantee a leak every single time. Here's the rule, and it is simple. Hold the fitting so the threaded end is pointing away from you. Wrap the tape clockwise around the threads. That means when you screw the fitting in, the tape tightens into the threads and stays in place. If you wrap it counterclockwise, the tape bunches up, shreds, and gets pushed right out of the threads as you tighten. You will see little white or yellow strings hanging out of the connection, and that is your seal walking right out the door. Start your first wrap on the second thread from the end, not the very first thread. That keeps tape out of the waterway or gas path so it does not break off inside and clog aerators, valves, or regulators downstream. Pull the tape snug as you wrap so it conforms down into the thread valleys, but do not stretch it so hard that it becomes paper thin and transparent. You want it to fill the gaps with substance, not just coat the surface. Getting this technique right is half the battle, regardless of what color tape you are using. The seventh item you need to get right is how many wraps you actually need, because this is where people either overdo it or underdo it, and both cause problems. For white tape on standard residential water connections, 3 to 4 wraps is the sweet spot for most fittings. That gives you enough material to fill the thread voids without adding so much bulk that the fitting cannot seat properly. For yellow gas tape, 4 to 6 wraps is the general recommendation, because gas connections demand a more complete seal with absolutely no tolerance for gaps. Pink tape, because it is already significantly thicker, usually only needs 3 to 4 wraps on larger fittings to do its job. More is not always better with Teflon tape, and this is a lesson a lot of DIYers learn the hard way. If you pile on 8 or 10 wraps of white tape thinking you are being extra safe, you are actually pushing the fitting outward on the threads. It cannot tighten deep enough into the female side, and the mechanical connection suffers badly. The tape is supposed to supplement the thread engagement, not replace it. A good rule of thumb is to wrap until the threads are lightly covered, but still slightly visible through the tape. If you cannot see any thread profile at all, you have gone too far. The 8th item on the list is knowing when Teflon tape is not enough and you need pipe dope instead. And this catches a lot of people off guard. Pipe dope, also called pipe joint compound, is a paste sealant that you brush onto threads before assembly. On connections that experience heavy vibration, high heat, or extreme pressure, tape alone can shift and gradually lose its seal over time. Water heater connections are a perfect example of this. The constant heating and cooling cycles expand and contract the fittings, and tape can slowly work its way out of position. A quality pipe joint compound, rated for your specific application, stays flexible and fills gaps even as the fitting moves microscopically through thermal cycling. Many professional plumbers actually use both together, applying a thin layer of pipe dope right over the tape for extra insurance on critical joints. If you go this route, make sure the compound is compatible with your pipe material. Some compounds will damage plastic threads or degrade rubber seals over time. For gas lines, always use a compound that is specifically labeled as gas-rated. A yellow can of pipe dope does not automatically mean it is approved for gas. Read the label carefully every single time and look for the specific gas approval language. The 9th thing on this list is the collection of common mistakes that practically guarantee a leak, and chances are you have made at least one of these. First, reusing old tape. If you disassemble a fitting for any reason, strip off all the old tape completely and start fresh every single time. Old tape is compressed, torn, and contaminated, and it will not seal again no matter how good it looked. Second, taping compression fittings or flare fittings. Those connections seal with a ferrule or a flared cone, not with the threads. Adding tape interferes with the mechanical seal and can actually cause the fitting to crack under pressure. Third, over-tightening. People think cranking a fitting as hard as possible makes a better seal. But with tape on the threads, you can actually crack the female fitting, especially on brass or plastic. Hand tight plus 1 to 2 turns with a wrench is the standard for most residential connections. Fourth, using tape on fittings. With built-in rubber washers, like washing machine hoses or toilet supply lines. The washer is the seal on those connections. Tape just gets in the way and can cause the washer to seat unevenly, which gives you a slow, annoying drip. The 10th and final item is a quick reference guide for matching tape to the job, so you always grab the right roll without second-guessing yourself. For standard household water connections 3/4 inch and under, use white tape with 3 to 4 wraps. For natural gas or propane lines of any size, use yellow tape with 4 to 6 wraps, and always confirm it says gas rated on the packaging before you use it. For water lines over 3/4 inch, high. Pressure water systems or commercial water applications use pink tape with 3 to 4 wraps. If the connection involves significant heat, vibration, or pressure above normal residential levels, add pipe joint compound over the tape or use compound alone depending on the manufacturer's recommendation. For compression fittings, flare fittings, or any connection with a rubber washer, use no tape at all and let the mechanical seal do its job. Keep one roll of each color in your toolbox at all times and label your supply if you need to. Knowing which tape to grab before you start the job saves you from tearing everything apart and doing it twice, which is never a good time. All right, here is the bonus tip that pros actually use and most homeowners skip entirely. Before you wrap any Teflon tape, take 5 seconds and wipe the male threads clean with a dry rag. Even a small amount of pipe cutting oil, old compound residue, metal shavings, or debris on the threads prevents the tape from gripping properly. It slides around instead of staying seated in the thread valleys, and you end up with an uneven seal that weeps under pressure. This takes almost no time, costs you absolutely nothing, and it is the difference between a joint that holds for 20 years and one that drips the first time the pressure spikes. Clean threads grip tape. Dirty threads reject it. That little 5-second step is what separates a job that lasts from one you are redoing next weekend. Make it a habit and you will never regret it. Thanks for watching the whole thing. If you got something out of this, leave a like, subscribe for more, and check out the other videos on the channel.